guys, Frost here, back again with another video, and today we're going to be reacting to part 2 of the 3-part series of Corpse Husband Scary Stories. Now, as you can see, I do look a little bit weird. It's just a filter that I found on my software, so I'm going to be using it for this. If you guys like it, like the video. If you don't, just put it in the comments or something. I don't know, just tell me. But I think it fits the scene pretty well.
I'll start by saying I have a terrible biological father. He's been a shady person all my life and constantly caused me a lot of grief. This is just one of those examples. When I was 4, my parents split up. My mother and I moved states, and they agreed I would visit my dad every school holiday for a week. This one particular time, I had been with him for a few days when I was playing with my cousin at a nearby park. A car pulled up and I recognized the man as one of my dad's friends. He called me over, and without thinking, I ran over to him and left my cousin at the park. He asked me if I could show him where my dad lived, and I agreed and got in his car. I gave directions and didn't notice at all that they weren't following them correctly. Looking back, I didn't completely really know the way anyhow.
Bro, you're telling me you went into some stranger's car, told them directions, he didn't even follow the directions, and you still I'm not saying you trust him, but pretty much trust him?
After way too long, I did realize that we were getting closer to the city, which is far from my dad's house. We pulled up at a house I didn't recognize, and the man told me to wait in the car. So I did. At this point, I didn't feel scared at all for some reason. He eventually took me inside, and I definitely started to feel unsafe then. I mainly remembered 2 girls passed out with their tops off, and a much older man was feeling them up everywhere. I made eye contact with this man, and he made me sick to my stomach. I had definitely figured out that this was a bad situation by this point. A lady took me into a bedroom and brought me a sandwich. The bread was stale and I wasn't hungry, but I ate it all because I felt bad for her, which doesn't make a lot of sense, but that's what I was thinking about. The lady told me a lot of things I didn't understand, but when she left, I remember thinking my dad was coming to pick me up soon, and I fell asleep waiting for him. I wet the bed that night, and no one came to see me the next day until I cried very loudly and banged on the door. The lady came back and yelled at me for stinking up her bedroom, and I asked about my dad. She said he was coming tonight after he finished work. She didn't offer me a shower or a bath, so I...
Bro, these people literally just took you hostage. Or even if hostage, like what the hell?
Sat in my soiled pants all day. After that, everything turned into a blur, really. My dad didn't come that night, and I was so terrified. In my head, I felt like I was there for months. I thought I was missing school and everyone had forgotten about me. In reality, I was there for 5 days. They let me take 1 shower. I don't remember eating much except for boring sandwiches, and I had chips and gravy maybe once. Finally, my mom drove across the country to come and get me. After not being able to get a hold of me or my dad for so long, and then me missing my pre-booked flight home, she panicked and came looking for me. Thank God she did. She found my dad at his girlfriend's house, methed out, completely hiding out. Turns out, he owed a lot of drug money to the people who had taken me.
Dude.
They had told him that they had me, but he couldn't afford it or didn't want me back, whatever it was. He didn't bother to try to get me back. My amazing mom paid his debt for him after borrowing from a lot of people, and she came to get me back. I remember when someone came into that room and told me my mom was there, and I walked out and I could smell her. It was the best feeling to feel safe again. She took me home, and I didn't see my dad again for a long time. She never called the police. My parents' relationship was very complicated then, and I fully understand the choices she made.
You would think.
Anyways, I'm definitely okay now. I've spoken about this in therapy, and I've come to terms with most of the things that I went through as a child. But still, a very messed up situation for a 4-year-old girl to have to be in. So to my dad's friend, the sandwich lady, and even to my dad himself, I hope I never meet you again.
EVE Online is a vast...
Bro, that was freaking intense. I'm not even, dude, these are all true stories by popularity, and dude, that was insane. And I wouldn't even imagine if I was even close to even a microscopic version of even close to that. But yeah, without further ado, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and hope you guys liked my new filter from my new software. I got a few more. If you guys want to see them, I'll just put them in little videos, and then of course you guys just tell me if you like them or not for a certain product. And then without further ado, hope you guys have a fantastic night, and see you in the next video. Big brain.